My question is similar to the last one. It's where did this campus fanaticism come from, and how, if ever, does it end?
Okay, so the campus madness came about in the 1960s, and what happened is the same thing that happened to the entire 1960s generation, and that is a lot of people came back from World War II, and they said, we are going to protect our kids from all vicissitudes. We just went through the Great Depression and World War II. We are going to make the world safe for our kids. They're never going to have to experience hardship. And they did a wonderful job of that. They made the most prosperous country in world history, the most peaceful country in world history, and their kids grew up in the lap of luxury. And once you grow up in the lap of luxury, young people particularly are always looking for something to push back against. They're always looking for something to fight. And so they decided they had to fight the system. They had to fight injustices in the system. And some of the injustices they identified were real, like racial injustices or injustices based on sexism. And some of them were absolutely false, like the Vietnam War, right? So the fact is that they were looking for something to rebel against. And the administrators simply let them have their way. The administrators simply said, okay, we'll cave before you, because obviously I think they were taken by surprise, and now those administrators have taken over the universities, right? Now the kids took over the slots that they once occupied. They occupied the buildings, and then they became the professors. And now you have a self-perpetuating cycle, because in order for anybody in this room to get a doctorate in the social sciences, you personally have to go through the rigors of a leftist professor agreeing with your dissertation, right? So if you write a dissertation on why gun control is a failure, good luck trying to get somebody to sponsor that dissertation. So you've created this cycle. The only way to break that cycle is, once again, more options, and that's why I say that schools like Hillsdale College do a wonderful job, provide a wonderful alternative. The other thing that I say to college students is, in this particular case, you have no choice. And so if you have to play a leftist in order to become a professor, and then you can use your power against the system, do it. Right? So if you have to, when I was at UCLA, I graduated summa cum laude from UCLA and then cum laude from Harvard Law School. I didn't have to do this at Harvard, because Harvard was actually open to this stuff. But at UCLA, I had lots of professors who were very much to the left, and made pretty clear that if you disagreed with them, you were going to get graded down. And so I would always speak up in class, because we had blue books. I don't know if you guys still do blue books, but we had blue books, and you wrote your student ID number on it, not your name. So they had no clue who I was, right? So I would talk in class like the Republican conservative that I am, and then in my blue books, I would write like Bernie Sanders. And it worked beautifully. It worked beautifully. Straight A's from UCLA. And now the wonderful thing is they can't ever call me stupid, because I have degrees from their top institutions. So that's something that you may have to do in a liberal setting if you have no other choice, obviously.